Today I'm talking about the brand new Netflix movie Concrete Cowboy and what makes it a dope black movie. What's up everybody, I'm Victor Stiff, a writer and film critic, and I watch hundreds of movies a year so that I can help you find your next favorite movie. Today I'm talking about Concrete Cowboy, which made its debut all the way back in September at TIFF. And it's arriving on Netflix on April 2nd, so now everyone's going to have a chance to watch the movie.
Concrete Cowboy premiered at the 2020 Toronto International Film Festival, and it didn't take long before Netflix picked it up. It's director Ricky Staub's debut feature, but with his team of seasoned producers and the rich text he's drawing from, this story is in good hands. The picture's big-name producers included star Idris Elba and Lee Daniels, the man behind Empire, Precious, and most recently, The United States vs. Billie Holiday. The movie begins with a teenage boy named Cole, played by Caleb McLaughlin, getting expelled from his Detroit school. His frustrated mother ships Cole off to North Philly to live with his estranged father Harp, Idris Elba. Despite Cole showing up on Harp's doorstep, he still doesn't have time for a son. Instead, Harp spends his days rehabilitating horses with a group of urban cowboys at the Fletcher Street Stables, which is a real-life black horsemanship community which has existed for over 100 years. Cole finds himself torn between the tight-knit urban cowboy community and his friendship with a childhood pal named Smush, played by Jharrel Jerome. Smush is all about making fast money, and before all is said and done, Cole must choose between the lure of the street life and putting in work to mend his relationship with Harp. The film pulls from Greg Neary's novel, Ghetto Cowboy, about a father and son relationship set inside North Philly's urban rider community. After coming across the book, Staub was intrigued by the story. The director spent a year hanging out at the stables learning about the culture so that he could tell an authentic story. The film's producer and star, Idris Elba, said, "Ricky took his time to become part of the community, become trusted by the community, so that he can create a story to properly celebrate that community." Celebrate is the key word here, because the film comes across like a love letter to this slice of North Philly culture. Concrete Cowboy is what I like to call a vibe movie. Let me explain. Some films place their focus entirely on plot. Christopher Nolan's Tenet is a plot-heavy movie. It's an action-packed thriller, but also cold and empty and inhabited by forgettable characters. Other films put plot on the back burner to focus on cooking up a potent emotional experience. These types of stories resonate by overwhelming the senses and stirring up intense feelings inside the viewer. Concrete Cowboy is a clear-cut vibe movie. The film's story is its weakest element. The script is shaky at best and entirely predictable. But this is a case where you gotta focus on the journey and not the destination. The movie's at its best when it slows down and it lets viewers kick back with the characters as they live out their lives in this fully realized world. Although it's a relationship drama on paper, Concrete Cowboy makes a far better hangout movie. A major part of the appeal is the spot-on casting. We're already familiar with the hunky Idris Elba, Stranger Things rising star Caleb McLaughlin, and the legendary Staten Island rapper Method Man. They form quite a magnetic core of talent, but where the film really shines is with its inclusion of real-life urban riders. The cast of non-actors have no right to be so charming and charismatic on screen. Their naturalistic performances imbue the story with heart, soul, and authenticity, which is really what this kind of film demands. I could watch this crew hang out and vibe off each other all day. I was happy to mosey along with Harp and his crew as they threw back beers and reminisced about better times. Minka Farthing Cole's dazzling cinematography adds to the film's appeal. Concrete Cowboy has the warm and dreamy look and feel of a faded memory. The film's soft, saturated visuals left me reminiscing about the summers of my childhood. You can almost feel the humid summer air cling to your skin as you watch the cowboys wrangle horses beneath the magic hour sun in its soft pink glow. This film looks gorgeous. A common theme in westerns deal with confronting the end of a way of life. That's why so many westerns are stories about weary old gunslingers who outlived their usefulness. Thematically, Concrete Cowboy falls in line with this iconic archetype. Concrete Cowboy is a relationship drama, a story about healing, and a snapshot of a vibrant community. But the story's main focus is gentrification and how it ravages vital black and brown communities. The gentrification plot comes across as the least interesting aspect of the movie, and because the director mishandles this central narrative thread, key plot beats come off as awkward and ring false. But again, it's the compelling characters rather than the plot that will keep the audience engaged. Pop culture never embraced the notion of black cowboys. Golden era Hollywood movies would have you believe that black cowboys never even existed. Now it's up to the current generation of filmmakers to correct this misconception. It's time to elevate and celebrate the forgotten African Americans whose stories never made it into our history books or even onto the silver screen. Concrete Cowboy can't hide its flaws, but you'll still want to saddle up with this charming cast. This heartfelt coming-of-age tale looks at fatherhood, forgiveness, and finding your tribe. Best of all, Concrete Cowboy celebrates a slice of the African American community whose time in the spotlight is long overdue.
Thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for future updates. I've got more reviews coming very soon. And please support Black cinema. If Concrete Cowboy sounds dope to you, give it a stream when it hits Netflix. And be sure to shout it out on social media and to share it with your family and friends. Your support goes a long way towards helping original Black stories make it to our screens. And once again, I'm Victor Stiff. This has been Dope Black Movies, and thank you so much for watching. One love.